Welcome guys, this is going to be a full breakdown video of vitamin A. You can trust what I'm saying, it's all fully referenced and I do specialise in human nutrition, so don't worry, you're in safe hands. Now with that said, let's get into it. This whole video is going to cover the entirety of the topic of vitamin A. So we're going to be talking about basically the functions of vitamin A, which is really important to know. Then we're going to be talking about the different forms of vitamin A, animal versus plant. Then we're going to be talking about how vitamin A is stored in the body, how it's transported all around the body, and then obviously, guys, the main important thing, how you can get vitamin A in your diet, the best way to do that in order to maximize your health. So I think it's going to be a really interesting video there. I'm also going to be giving you dietary recommendations for how much vitamin A you need to take in. Now, let's get into it. The functions of vitamin A. So firstly, we have vision. Now, most of you probably already knew that, right? Carrots make you see in the dark. It's a very popular saying, and there is some truth behind it. So yeah, vitamin A for vision. But what you probably didn't know is that vitamin A also plays a key role in growth, reproduction, immunity, cell differentiation, and keeping your skin really healthy and keeping your bones healthy as well. So not a lot of people knew that. And also, vitamin A deficiency, it can have the reverse effect on all these. It can actually be really serious, guys. So it's an important note. You need to make sure you're getting adequate vitamin A in the diet. Now, because vitamin A is a fat-soluble nutrient, your body can store it quite well. So don't stress about getting it every day, but as long as you're achieving that good balance over time, that's what's important. Now, vitamin A toxicity can occur, and it can occur from the diet, so be warned, but it's only going to happen if you consume liver and cod liver oil in large amounts on a regular basis. That's the only way it's really realistically going to happen, you know. Otherwise, apart from that, it's going to be supplements. Now, I am against supplementation for vitamin A. I think it's absolutely unnecessary, and as long as you're eating that wide variety of fruits and vegetables, you'll be able to get the vitamin A that you need in plentiful supply. So if you're interested in the science of vitamin A and all the other topics that I mentioned, stay tuned because it's going to be an absolutely awesome video, guys.
The body uses three active forms of vitamin A. Those are retinol, retinal, and retinoic acid. The reaction between retinol and retinal is interconvertible, whereas the reaction between retinal and retinoic acid is irreversible. Collectively, these three active forms of vitamin A are known as retinoids. Each different retinoid has its own specific purpose. For example, retinol is important for reproduction and bone health, whereas retinal is important for night and colour vision, whereas retinoic acid is important for cell growth and differentiation. The retinoids, retinal, retinol, and retinoic acid are the forms of vitamin A found in animal foods. Conversely, in plant foods, vitamin A comes from carotenoids, which are then converted in the body into the retinoids. Now, these carotenoids offer several advantages because although they've converted at varying degrees of efficiency into vitamin A, the carotenoids themselves offer many other advantages in the prevention of cancer and other chronic diseases. That's why I personally suggest you get your vitamin A from plant sources. If you'd like to know more about carotenoids and their role in the prevention of cancer and other chronic diseases, I highly recommend that you guys check out my video on carotenoids and their role in disease prevention, because I think you're going to find it extremely interesting. When vitamin A is needed by the body, the liver will release retinol. Retinol binding protein will transport retinol in the bloodstream to the target cell. The target cell can then convert retinol to either retinal or retinoic acid, if required. It's important to mention that retinol binding protein production requires adequate protein and zinc from the diet. This once again highlights how everything in the body is interlinked and how it is vitally important to ensure you have no nutrient deficiencies.
Okay, so what you're looking at here is the British Nutrition Foundation Nutrient Requirements Table. This gives you all the reference nutrient intakes for vitamins. I'm going to mention this first off, is that the reference nutrient intake basically ensures that the needs of 97.5% of the population are being met. So if you get in that value, you can probably be sure that you are getting enough vitamin A in your diet. Basically, to summarize the table, for males it's around about 700 micrograms, and for females it's around about 600 micrograms. These are per day, obviously. So it's very important to note as well, you can see for some of the other vitamins you have milligrams, which is mg, but near, say, vitamin A, it's got UG, that means micrograms, so it's very important to make that distinction, especially if you're trying to understand and read the labels of supplement bottles. I don't recommend supplementing vitamin A, by the way. But yeah, hopefully that clears things up for you. I'll leave this table in the description down below. I'll leave a link to that so you can access this and you can see all the requirements for all the different nutrients as well as the micronutrients as well, so you might find that very interesting. Alright, so now you know how much vitamin A you should be getting on an average day. It's time to dig into which sources are going to be most beneficial for your health. Now I recommend dark green leafy vegetables and orangey yellow coloured vegetables. So we're talking stuff like sweet potatoes, carrots, broccoli, spinach, red pepper's quite good as well. You know, there's a whole load of fruits and vegetables that contain a lot of different carotenoids. You want to make sure that you're eating a wide variety of fruits and vegetables every day, and that will guarantee that you're getting enough vitamin A in your diet. Now, obviously, animal foods are also a good source of vitamin A. However, you're not getting them carotenoids with them. That's why I'm only focusing on the plant sources in this video, because I think they're going to be most beneficial to your health. Now, if you got any more questions on vitamin A, please leave them down below in the comment section, or for that matter, any questions at all, and I'll do my best to answer them. If you'd like to see any videos in the future from me, then please leave some suggestions down below. I'm very responsive in the comment section, and anything that you've got, any feedback or anything, it will be greatly appreciated. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video, I hope you found it informative, and until next time, I'll see you later.